Well, this is where I'm going to spend the night. I'd been camping here before, but I was a little worried about this tree here. Somebody been using it for a target, and I wasn't sure which way it was going to fall, and the storm finally decided for me and pushed it down, and at least it fell that way. So it's kind of where I'm at. Walk around the other side here. Somewhat secluded. There's a road right up there, and fire pit. Not sure I'm going to use it yet. The fire danger's a little high, but I don't know, the ground seems a little damp. Tried to get myself about as level as I could there. At least the way I sleep, my head will be on the high end. So it's a little road I came down in on. That's the other road up there. Well, about it. I'm not going to put my tarp out. Still got to get my chair and table out, but decided not to get my tarp up. I don't really need it. Plenty of shade from the trees, and I'm already finding brass out here. So kind of doesn't matter where you go out here in this woods. There's always going to be brass laying around. People like to shoot up here. So had my camera ready coming up and didn't see a thing. Yesterday I was up here and on the way down the hill on the main road, moose jumped out in front of me, and I was scrambling to get my camera out while I was driving and trying to keep up with him. He started jogging down the road, and I got it turned on, had to get my viewfinder flipped around, and I thought I was taping him for about 1/8 of a mile, a couple hundred yards anyway, and I didn't get the dang record button on. So it would have just been the back end of the moose anyways, and he was kind of a younger one. Still had pretty good sized antlers on him though, probably a couple years old. But down the road a ways I saw a deer, and last week I got some weird birds in the road. They were kind of ducking in and out of the bushes. Well, I wound up not spending the night. Started sprinkling around 10 o'clock, and about 10:30 it just really started pouring. So I got a little worried about how muddy the road might get, and the camp spot I was in getting muddy, and I moved my van a little bit when it started sprinkling, so I was kind of pointing at the road so I could get out of there. But when it started pouring, I got a little nervous, and so I packed it up and came home about 11 o'clock. And I'm going to take you up there now and show you what that road looks like after it's been rained on a little bit. So it's raining again right now. So anyways, I'll buzz you up in the woods here and show you what that spot looks like after it's a bit muddy. But anyway, my van's only 2-wheel drive, and I just didn't want to risk getting it stuck. So we'll see you up there in the woods. Well, this is the road. I'm gonna drive up it, see how bad it is. Gets a little muddy. That's where I was parked. Anyway, I didn't want to get stuck down in here, so that's why I took off when I did. It's kind of muddy though. That's just getting in here. But that's the road out. I didn't want to slide to the left and, you know, get hung up, stuck or anything. Gets a little slick back in here. Hasn't rained back bad as I thought it would in here, but still though, this rough road's pretty bad. Show you another bad spot up here. Guys with the four-wheelers drive in and out of this. I'm not about to do it, not even with my Jeep. Don't want a high center right here. But it gets worse the farther up this road you go. There are some nice holes. But you can see by that tire track there just how sloppy and deep this mud can get. So goes on up the hill there to where that one spot is, that dead ends out. That's got the tree hanging over the road. So that's where I'm parked down in there. So well, anyway, I didn't want to take any chances. You know, it's road gets a little slick. I wasn't sure how bad it was going to get with as hard as it was raining the other night. So figured it was just best I get out of here and while I could. And I probably could have been all right. When I got down the bottom of the hill, the town was dry. It wasn't raining down there. The next day was nice and sunny. So, you know, I probably would have been all right spending the night, but I just didn't want to risk it, so I went home. But, you know, it's a little different getting in here with the Jeep. I got the four-wheel drive hooked in, so I didn't have any trouble getting up in here. But that heavy van and two-wheel drive, it's kind of hard to say what would have happened. So, like I say, you know, it was kind of sprinkling from about 10 to 10:30, and by quarter to 11, you know, 10:30, 11, it was just pouring down. So this place you can see where, you know, the water runs down into it, a lot of puddles. The mud gets kind of sloppy. So anyway, it's better to play it safe. You know, I got my dad at home and I didn't want to get stuck out here for half a day or more, and he's got to have his pills, you know, by noon and then in the evening. So rather than getting stuck and him wondering what happened to me, I just, you know, best I went home. So if it wasn't for him, I would have stayed the night and not worried about it. In fact, I'd stay out here 3-4 nights in a row, but I just can't do that taking care of him. So anyways, hope you liked the video. I'm gonna call it quits for now, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.